Hello and welcome back to Peter's Stories and Reviews for this unique episode where you will have the opportunity to hear about the Monster Squad from Finland. And because most of you voted for Finland, I will tell my story about Lordi and how I met them, and after that we will take a look at 3 of their albums and 1 CD single. First time I heard about them was back in 2006, the year when they won the Eurovision Song Contest with their epic song Hard Rock Hallelujah. And it was also the first Lordi song I heard, just like many of you guys I guess. I became interested in Lordi only when I heard a second song from them, Would You Love a Monster Man? And after this, shortly, I bought my first CD, The Monster Show, which also included a bonus DVD. As I got to know them better, I read that Mr. Lordi was influenced by Kiss and Alice Cooper, and also he was who designed the costumes for his band. By the way, I said Mr. Lordi, but I know that he told us in an interview that he is no Mr., he is just Lordi. But we still call him Mr. Lordi because this is how we differentiate him from the band, so we know who we talk about. Despite I love their music, I never thought about going to a live show. Never asked myself why. But in early 2022, with the release of the 11th album, Lordiversity, things have changed. As I listened to this album, the wish of seeing them live grew bigger and bigger. And one day, out of curiosity, I searched for Lordi live shows, and I saw that they announced the Lordiversity tour, and to my biggest surprise, Budapest was on the list. I started to play with the idea to go to the show, and after a few days I decided to grab my ticket, and what I saw then was beyond pure luck. I saw that they just added my hometown to the tour list, and without hesitation, on the March the 4th, I grabbed my first Lordi ticket 7 months and 7 days prior to the show. Next thing that I did, it was to search for a meet and greet and the VIP upgrade for my ticket, but I found none. I decided to write to the management and ask them if there is or will be such an upgrade for the concert tickets, and this is what they told me. I was speechless. So, I waited with hopes high, and when the time came, I wrote to the tour manager directly, because meanwhile I got his contact. And he told me there would be an after-show backstage pass waiting for me at the box office. I couldn't believe my eyes when I read this email. And the day of the show finally arrived, and I grabbed a 12-year-old bottle of champagne for the band and an Even Star for Hela, you know the Even Star Arwen wears in Lord of the Rings. And I went to the venue some hours before the show as I used to. When I arrived, I saw their tour bus, I took a picture with it, and then I went straight to the venue door to wait. When they opened the door, I went inside and I got my backstage pass just as promised, and I headed in front of the small stage as Mr. Lordi said during the show. The opening act was a Russian band called Amalgama, and after that, the big moment came. The show was unbelievable, and we also got sprayed with fake blood from Mr. Lordi's chainsaw during the Abracadabra song. As the show came to an end, the big moment has come to meet the band. I went to the side of the backstage where the tour manager was already searching for me. And when he saw me, he took me backstage and a very big wish of mine came true. And I'm very thankful to the tour manager that he made all this happen. This was my story, and now let's get back to what I have here. This is my first Lordi CD, The Monster Show, which includes a CD and a DVD in jewel case. And this here is the Christmas special CD single in digipack, which was limited to 1000 pieces. And this here is the Lordiversity box set, which contains 7 CDs. Every album is in a digi-sleeve, and it was limited to 5000 pieces worldwide. And my favorite from all of these is the Killection double gatefold 2-disc edition picture vinyl, which was limited to 500 pieces. And now let's reveal the content of the box and take a closer detailed look to all of these. The Monster Show is a 12-song hybrid album of Get Heavy and The Monsterican Dream for marketing in the UK, including a DVD with 3 of their videos. The booklet has 12 pages. Inside is a photo of a band member, and to the right we have the lyrics. On the last page, near Enery's photo, we have the track list of the CD and the credits. Next, we have the Christmas special CD single. On the back we can see the title of the 3 songs and the handwritten number of my copy. As we open it, to the left we have the lyrics of the title song, Merry Bla Bla Bla. In the sleeve we have the Christmas card signed by Mr. Lordi, and on the back we have a picture of the band. Here is the Lordiversity box containing 7 albums that I got signed by the band. Every album has a different music style, total of 4 hours and 43 minutes of music. First one is Galactic Dinosaur, a 10-song album. For this album the band used the influences of early Kiss and Alice Cooper. The album offers us old school rock and roll and hard rock flow of the 70s from start to finish. My favorite song from this album is Phantom Lady. The booklets have 14 pages and they are numbered from 1 to 7, cause on one side there are the lyrics, and on the other side is a strap of a poster. All the lyric stripes can be assembled in a big poster. The second 10-song CD is called Superfly Trap, is a tribute to the disco years, and is influenced by bands like Earth, Boney M, Wild and Fire, and Bee Gees. I'll bet you will start doing the classic move with your arm and finger up and down the entire album without noticing. And we have the second booklet poster stripe and the lyrics. Very hard to choose one favorite song from this album, but I will go from Bella from Hell. The third CD is a 12-song album, The Masterpiece from the Moon, influenced by Rush and Pink Floyd. If progressive rock is your cup of tea, you'll have a very good time listening to the entire album. Otherwise, you can take one listen to it just because it's the part of the box set. And here we have the third part of the poster together with the lyrics. I'm not super into this album, but as a favorite song I choose Moonbeast. The fourth CD is an 11-song album called Abusement Park, has a classic heavy metal sound influenced by Wasp, Twisted Sister, Kiss and Scorpions. In other words, if they had launched only this album, that would have already been awesome. And here is the fourth booklet with the lyrics of the songs and the fourth part of the poster. This is my second favorite album from the box, and as a favorite track it's a very hard choice, but I'll go with Pinball Machine. The fifth CD is an 11-song AOR influenced album called Humanimals. AOR stands for Album Oriented Rock, with other words melodic rock, stadium and arena rock. Album influenced by Bon Jovi, Desmond Child and Alice Cooper. And here we have the fifth booklet, lyrics and poster part. This one is my number one favorite from this box. And it's very hard to choose a favorite song from this album, but I say Girl in a Suitcase. The sixth CD is a 12-song album called Abracadaver, inspired by Anthrax, Metallica and Pantera, which makes it by far the heaviest, fastest and most demonic of all 7 albums. You'll bang your head and raise your horns by listening to this album. Here is the second to last booklet with the lyrics and the poster part. I like this album, and if I had to choose a track as a favorite, I'll go with Rejected. And this is the last CD of the box, the 7th album called Spooky Sextravaganza Spectacular, containing 12 tracks. Influenced by bands like Ministry and Nine Inch Nails, makes this CD an industrial rock album. And the last booklet containing the album lyrics and the final part of the poster. My favorite song from this one is Shake the Baby Silent. And here is a photo I made of the assembled poster from the 7 booklets. And finally, here is the Killection vinyl. This is the signed and dedicated front of the cover, and on the back we have the track list. As we open it, we can see some pictures of the band, the credits at the right, and the description of the band to the left. And here is the first picture disc with a total of 8 tracks, 4 tracks on each side. The pictures are high resolution and have a very nice glossy finish. And the second disc with 2 cool pictures and 8 tracks, 4 on both sides. That makes the album round with a total of 16 tracks. So this was all for this episode. I hope you liked it. If you did, hit the like button, and in the comment sections tell me your thoughts about my presentation and my story with Lordi. Also, you can subscribe to my channel for future similar content. Next episode will be a special one about a band from Italy. Do you want to know the band's name? Okay, it's Temperance, and I'm going to see and meet them for the first time at the show at the end of this month in my hometown, and I'm very excited because we talked a lot about our meeting. I will have some surprises for you guys, so stay tuned. And of course, how could I forget about the gift for the first one of you that leaves a wish for it in the comment sections down below. And the gift is this little painting realized by my wife on a canvas with acrylic paint, so if you want it, hurry up and leave a wish for it. And with all this being said, see you in my next special episode, and until then, live life loud.